Would you rather look good and lose or look terrible and win?
So it takes probably 300-ish thousand to buy in and get a franchise started
Yeah.
up. Within 2 years, those franchise owners are clearing $200 to $350,000 on average.
We could be out of business overnight. It's so dependent on the operator. Oh yeah, I think that was a stock I bought for $4 and sold it for a penny.
Do you want to guess what percentage of VC-backed companies never return a dime to investors? You're listening to Burn Rate and Bullshit, the show where founder suits and corporate clowns all get called the fuck out.
We're Josh Robinson and Mike Nathan, entrepreneurs turned VCs.
And today we've got a third chair, Brian Kippers, founder, operator, and exit veteran in the room.
With zero filters, strong opinions, and a bullshit detector set to high.
Welcome to the only business podcast that actually tells it like it is.
I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. This shit has hit the fan.
So unsexy
Yeah.
is sexy.
Yeah, I think I can lead
Have you
us
been told that personally? Just want to know. Is that?
all the time.
I just want to know.
Like my online
Girls tell me that. Oh,
Reminds me of all of college.
yeah.
Well, you guys, as an actor, I have to study the ways of how to draw someone in and get them immediately bought in.
Are you more of a method actor, you'd say?
I would say so.
Okay.
I would say so. It's a unique method, but it's
Very unique to you.
So I think the biggest mistake a lot of entrepreneurs make, or even investors look at, like they want something sexy. They want the cool whiz bang idea. And I think collectively we know, and when I mean sexy, I mean like the new Uber, or I've got the new luxury, whatever it is. And all the kids like it and it's popular. And, you know, the Wall Street Journal's talking about it. You're on Shark Tank, insert all that stuff. And the reality is there's so many more businesses that are just boring. And I've always said, and we've always heard, the riches are in the niches. Of course, the bright lights, big city companies get funded, the really popular ones. But there are way more that, that janitorial service that throws off 40% EBITDA. Not very sexy, but I'd buy it. Why do you think people hate EBITDA? Like, would you rather, let me say it this way. Would you rather look good and lose or look terrible and win?
Look terrible and win.
Yeah, personally,
All day long.
100%. Yeah.
Not
Honestly,
what the kids think.
the image doesn't matter to me at all. Like, does it pay me money? What's going to give me the most return? That's what I'm most interested in.
Then why do investors
I don't know.
fall for the sexy? Is it like, it's not FOMO, it's like the herd mentality. Like, well, I don't want to look like an idiot and back up the gardener with the AI weed whacker when it's probably amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because investors fall for this shit, buzzwords. But why do investors fall for that stuff?
Well, I
Like
think
non-financial,
Yeah.
product market fit stuff.
we think about the other businesses that are non-sexy that just come to mind. Like you mentioned, janitorial service. Awesome business. It's not going away.
No.
Could it be robot AI enhanced? Sure. For a shitload of money. It's just better to find people
In 25 years. I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
venture PE monies are flowing into the janitorial space
Yep.
yet.
And it's a business that everybody needs the service. It's growing. You think about anything around your office, even something as simple as adding your security system in your office. You got to put the security system in. It's kind of boring. Running cables, putting it, there's a million boarding businesses. And I think a lot of investors look at that and say, what's the upside? Everybody's doing this. The barrier to entry is low. Like the three of us could start a janitorial service tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think Mike should work the mop. But that's these businesses are easy to start. Maybe that's why they don't look at it, or they look at a technology-based business like the next great app. If you bring an app in that says, "Hey, here's an app that's going to take all the janitors and pull them together so they can bid jobs easier," or here's an app that's going to allow you
The
to do
Uber
this.
of janitors.
Or Uber of janitors
Sounds like the AI union of janitors.
could be.
Well, there you go.
Is that
unions.
exciting?
Well,
I don't know.
You guys have heard of the brand Serve Pro.
Absolutely.
Sure, yeah. The
So-
cleaning guys, the yellow van guys.
I think that's Stanley Cleaners, but whatever.
We're saying the same.
Same thing.
Same
It's
thing.
a
Same.
franchise-based cleaning janitorial.
Yeah.
Typically, they come in and clean up after like an incident, like a fire, water damage, something like that, right? So
They're the
Surf Pro.
guys in the red van. They got the red thing.
I'm colorblind. You
I
can
think
keep throwing out
I think
colors
van. You're right
all
though. They
fucking
definitely
day,
have
Mike.
vans. They're not pulling up in station wagons. These guys have vans.
Safe to say they got
Speaking of
vans.
sexy, yeah,
they're
they're not-
van guys.
They're van guys.
They're
They're
van
not
guys.
Tahoes and
They're not Tahoes,
Escalades.
no Escalades.
Yeah.
It's a van. Ford kind of line.
They
But-
publish their franchise report. So it takes probably 300-ish thousand to buy in and get a franchise started
Yeah.
up. Within 2 years, those franchise owners are clearing $200,000 to $350,000 on average. Bottom line income.
Do that number. Just by chance, I could take it number. I can make
Right.
300. I'll do that tomorrow.
Write a check for $300,000 and be making $350
Get
a
your
year,
money back
2
in a
years
couple,
later.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Isn't that
I think
insane
they
though?
call that return on investment. I'm not.
No,
really?
overall, the dollars are really small compared to some of these big venture ones. And I
Yes.
think
But-
to your answer
yeah.
your question, Mike, I think that's what people are they're trying to swing for the fences
Mhm.
and get the $1 billion play, but they're leaving all
Yeah.
of these little singles and doubles on the field. It's insane to me that
Yep.
Surf Pro is one example. And they'll give you a franchise tomorrow. I mean, they want them.
I love unsexy. So I was talking, oh gosh, this might have been after Olivia. This is a war story. I was thinking about buying something and getting into a business. And I talked to a guy, wait for this, niche business.
Niche if you're from Minnesota. I think it's niche if you're from Midwest. Niche if you're from Europe. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's niche.
I think-
Well, I'm
niche?
very worldly.
You are.
Niche.
I have actually been interviewing, like as a hiring manager, I've been in an interview and someone has said niche, and I'm like, fuck this. This is over. I can't work with someone that talks
on
like
brand.
that.
It's on brand. Riches in the niches. So I should say niches.
I think so.
Yeah.
So this
Also,
is
it
this was a
rhymes
super
better.
niche. So talked to a guy who wanted to get out, getting ready to retire. His job was super focused. All he did was paint city water towers. So the water tower says like "Welcome to Plainville"
Yeah.
or Chicago or whatever it is. That's all he did. And there was like 3 other dudes in the like 12 state area that did it, and the 3 of them bid on everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how much business do you do? Like, well, probably do 20 million. What do you clear? A little less than 8. What? You're still paying? Yeah, it's just a couple of us, and it's just kind of capacity. Who can do it? Like, I kind of stick to the Dakotas, and I do it here, and they kill it.
Awesome.
And I'm like, hey, how do I get into it? Like, well, do you know much about water towers? No.
Hmm.
Do you want to get up on the top of them and paint? Not
Nope.
exactly.
Nope.
No. Well, it's gonna be part of it. Super niche. Anybody would you want to invest in a company like that? I think we're different. We have to ask this from the layman's perspective because we'd be like, 40% profitability. Sign me up. Let's go. Most people won't. It's not sexy.
But when you're
Nope.
a professional investor, so venture capital, when you're taking someone else's money and investing it, you have to get a bigger return than that.
Yeah.
And you need to get that return by doing an exit. A lot of times, these smaller companies, it's a person that wants to do it for the next 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And that's what makes those businesses tick. But if you're a professional investor, you need a liquidity event. And a lot of times in those types of businesses, they just don't have them.
Well, isn't there else? I mean, I think we don't suffer from this because we have a cool LP base, but there is an element to politics. People will be okay if you bet on Uber or Facebook and that goes to zero. It was a sexy, cool play.
Mm-hmm.
You bet on the painting water tower
Water tower
company and
guy?
lose it. They're like, the fuck were you guys thinking? Like there's like
Water
an element to like
towers?
your LPs are gonna look at you like you're a moron. Like, you invested in what again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we thought that you, I think
Yeah.
people don't like the boring company because there's going to be some stigma to it. And if you're a venture capital or
Mm-hmm.
PE won't mess with it. PE doesn't care. I think they like boring too. Venture capital does not. I need sex. I need sizzle. I need all kinds of stuff for that to
Yeah,
make
and
sense.
people are going to try to add value to those businesses. So, with your example, the water tower guy, you buy it. Now, what are you going to do to it? How are you going to add value? Oh, we'll acquire the next guy. Yeah, that's not really adding value.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them to begin with.
We're
Get
gonna
out
get
of my head. You know what notice his offshoot was?
Hmm.
He painted the city parking lots. He striped
Like the
them.
stripes?
He did the
Yep.
striping. Like, well, that can't be much. He's like, oh no, that paid great, and they all want it because everybody bitches when
Yep.
the lines fade. He said those will go every 2 years. A water tower, you have to wait like a decade or something.
Yep.
But the parking lots, they get them every 2-3 years.
You're slowly talking me into this business.
Maybe we
Tell
should.
me about the fire hydrants.
got
Who's
an
painting
appetite.
those?
In
Who's
the
painting fire
comments,
hydrants?
let it say water tower, and we'll
Yes.
build a company around you.
Please send your resume and your book for water towers.
Can we guarantee investment online through a podcast? I mean, it's a light diligence, obviously, but
Yeah.
Light diligence.
And if you've got a water tower business, I'm in.
I'm in.
now let's go.
It can't cost much to get into that, right? Like,
I think you need all the licenses and experience. Like, are you okay? You're the mayor of Sioux Falls. Jimmy Crack Corn, who just started up his business, say, I want to paint your water tower. Well, let's see some of your work. Let's see some of your Picassos and your.
Yeah. Yep.
What else have you done?
well, I'm not
Well,
overly artistic. I don't know if you're looking for
I
a
think it's just a-
Picasso.
there's some fancy water towers out there.
I think it's a power sprayer and then some ropes.
Yeah.
But we all agree we don't care about the painting. We agree that boring business, Prince Cash,
Yep.
is amazingly sticky. The competitions, though,
Yeah.
all of these other considerations for an investment look solid.
I think generally the boring businesses are the ones when you picture yourself at a dinner party, which, Mike, you probably go to a lot of those. Josh and I are more normal, but if you're at one of these dinner parties,
Obviously,
and
black tie we're talking, right?
of
Yeah.
course, I mean, is there any other type?
Is
I
there
don't
any
know.
other kind?
I guess,
Generally,
no.
right? Yeah.
And somebody walks up to you and you own that business and they say, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm the X. I'm the water
I
tower
clean
paint."
shitters.
And they're like, wow.
I'm the
Uh,
porta potty guy.
And they're like, I don't know people did that.
Just came
That-
from work.
That's the response you want, though. I don't know people did that. Because it's like, that's how boring your business is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I used to print statements. What? Medical statements. People do that? Yeah. Do a lot of them. It's just, I didn't know people did that. That's the business you want.
So is there like a social, this is almost like high school kind of shit? Like popular kid, oh man, I'm the captain of the football team. Ooh, I want to hang out with you. Like, who are you? I'm in the math club. Math guy, gonna crush it later in life.
Yep.
So I found an interesting statistic that, well, let me see if you guys can guess. The as a percentage, the number of VC backed businesses that fail within 5 years is dramatically different than the number of small proprietor individually owned businesses that fail within 5 years. Guess the percentage. How many of VC backed businesses fail within 5
Versus
years?
like unfunded self-sustained companies, that's
Mhm.
sort of the rails.
30%
Well, for which one? For which the
VCs failed.
VCs, I bet you it's probably 50.
50% for 5
I'm gonna
years.
say it's higher. It's like VCs 50 and self-funded proprietary, it's gonna be, well, that's kind of high in 5 years. Oh man,
It could be 70 and 50. Now I think about it.
the VCs 70.
Could
Which
be.
one are you putting at 70?
The VC
This
70
is,
and
we're
then
gonna
those
have to edit
50.
some of this down, but I'm gonna guess.
I'll keep guessing numbers until I'm right. All right. I'll just keep throwing numbers
I
out.
think
So
the
you're
self-sustain-
closer with 70-50.
Okay.
Really?
Directionally, you guys are right. VC is higher
Yep.
than small business.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's like 30% for regular, 50% for VCs.
No, you're closer. So VC funded 90%, 90 will fail
the
within
front
5
door.
years.
Jeez.
50% of traditional small business will fail within 5 years.
That's brutal all
It is.
around.
So it's almost double the failure rate for VC backed. Which, if you think about it, it makes sense.
Yep.
I mean, you're
Because they're-
putting some wild bets out
Yep.
there. Traditional small business, oftentimes the worker is the owner.
Mhm.
They're going to do everything they can. They'll make that thing drag out far longer than it probably should just to try
Yeah.
to make it work. So yeah, their failure rate's half of what it is for VC funded companies.
So that leans into the who cares if it's unsexy? Is it survivable?
Yeah.
Right? Or like,
Do you want to guess what percentage of
boring
VC
company.
backed companies never return a dime to investors?
higher than 90?
Never
then?
return a
What?
dime. They lose their total for initial investment.
Total initial investment.
Half.
That's what I'd say too.
It's higher. 75%.
75.
Man.
By the way, close circuit to all you angel investors and high net worth individuals, we can kill that number. We are not going to burn out 75% of companies.
That's brutal.
Can we guarantee
Let's
that?
make sure our attorney
I don't know if we
listens
can
to this
guarantee
before we
that.
publish
It's not a
that.
guarantee, but come on, we're
It's not a
beat
written
them.
guarantee. It's more of a handshake. More of a.
I
fist-
don't mean what I say.
I think it's a
You
fist
can't hold
bump.
me
It's not
to
even a
it.
handshake. It's more of a
We
fist
have
bump.
been served more than one lawsuit because of this podcast. We don't need any more.
True story.
Well,
True story. Well, they know what I'm saying.
it's a misunderstanding.
I think everyone knows what you're saying.
I'm going to guarantee you'll have a good time with us. That's what I'll guarantee.
It's like the old Men's Warehouse guy.
Yeah.
I guarantee
yeah.
it.
He got fired, by the way. So
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't because
I'm
of his
just saying.
commercials. Wasn't because of his commercials.
Because it was a bad beard he had. Bad beard. Speaking of boring businesses, right there.
yeah.
Coat business?
Boring. Coat business? Men's Warehouse?
It is boring.
Buy suits? Tuxedos for high school kids? Go to prom? It's boring as heck.
Who does that? That'd be a good business.
But I bet you their margin is massive.
Yeah.
You know, buying all that stuff in bulk from overseas, bringing it in.
For $200 a suit, and you rent it for $300 a weekend.
Yeah. They're killing it there.
Is that something you might be interested in?
Mm.
You rented 3 times and it's paid for.
Yep.
I'll grant you, boring business is laundry business.
Yep.
Like
100%.
Those
Are,
laundromats.
are you doing your
make
own
a
laundry, or do
killing.
your wives handle that? What do you got? What
Wives.
happens?
I kind of do my own.
I do my own. I'm a
I do my
grown ass
own.
man.
Like it, you know.
Okay.
I can drive it to the dry cleaner.
Do you have something you could maybe do as a managing partner of a
VC
venture
firm?
capital firm? Maybe you
maybe-
could spend your time responding to some of my emails or doing something with those 2-3 hours every week.
There's nothing beneath me, Mike. Unlike you.
Nobody's above pushing a broom.
Yeah.
Over here at
I push plenty of
8156.
brooms, plenty.
I can see you today.
Just if I have to.
Yeah, come on.
Well,
Into the hands
this
of
episode,
someone
I seem
else
the only
does not count.
motherfucker working, just to be clear.
Oh, come on.
Oh, whoa,
Work-
whoa. Language, Mike. Language.
So I actually, I would say we, some extension 156, we like boring.
Yeah.
We like underneath the radar for a
Totally
lot of
underneath the
reasons.
radar.
I think we like those a lot because we know through our own experiences, apparently what some statistics will tell us too, they pay off.
Statistics.
Your math suggests something. But I think we like that because we do know we're going to get better returns, and you're going to likely have a founder who's like the water tower painter. I've been doing this for 20 years. There's about 10 people on the planet who know what I do. And good luck trying to find out from the outside. And I got an angle and I've got a way in. So I think those companies are amazing. And I think we look for those because of the return. That's
100%.
that's the not boring part about them. How many times have we been suckered? Let me flip the script on this.
Yeah.
What's the sexiest no-brainer? Oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. The Rock is associated with this one.
It's going to revolutionize this area.
Well, how about what's your toes? Theranos? What was the?
Yeah. Two drops of blood and you can have 500
She
tests.
had Colin Powell on her board.
The greatest
She
board
had-
ever established.
She had just all these like.
Did she have like Baker? She had like.
That's James Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had the sexiest board alive. She had cool factor. She was out in California. It was like that was super. She was a female-led founder, brand new tech. Problem was,
It was all fake.
fucking made up,
Not real.
and there was no substance there.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen? This is a little off topic, but it's genuinely.
We don't like to get off topic here.
Genuinely
podcast.
a question, just a curiosity I have. Have you guys seen any of these social media videos, TikTok, of these guys that are making just a shit ton of money on like vending machines or ATM machines, and you can do it too? Are those real? Are people really making money on those things?
I think that's
No.
few and far between. The vending business is dominated by a handful.
Because
of
I see that
sources.
shit on social media
Yeah.
all the time. I think
Yep.
my algorithm's like, hey, this guy invests money. What I don't
Yep.
know what it, but I see those fucking things all the time. I'm like, there's no way.
Or laundromats.
I haven't seen
I
laundromats.
see that. I see that
I
on
see
TikTok a
laundromat.
lot.
Laundromats?
Once you start clicking on that stuff, you'll get fed all the time. They say it's the greatest business ever, and it is a good business.
Yeah, I'm not.
But it doesn't matter if you just
bad.
you don't just randomly open one and start cashing checks. Huge capital costs to get a laundromat up and running.
Well,
right?
yeah. That I get. But I'm thinking,
even if you
But-
buy one.
what about like the vending
You buy,
machine and
you
the
buy
ATM?
all the gear. The vending machines the same way. You start buying them. Okay, now you have to load that thing every week. And wherever it's going, that person is getting a piece of the action.
Right.
So if you want to put the Mall of America, good luck. You're going to negotiate with people who know how to negotiate. So you're going to make squat because they know the location is the value. It's not the stupid machine.
Right.
So I think it's a tough business.
What's the value? So you walk into, hey, Mr. Property Owner, I notice you have space here without vending machines. How would you be interested in a cool $100 extra a month? Wink.
I don't think you have to wink. Unless
for
if you really like the
$100
guy,
more?
you should wink. But if you don't like him that much, you don't need to wink to get
Probably
the deal
not.
done.
But I mean, but that's the play. Like, I'm going to cut you in on I've got to negotiate. They say, yeah, plug it in. You paying for electricity? Yeah, sure. Yes. But to your point, I think you're asking a smart question. And whenever somebody makes it simple and easy, run, don't walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run, don't walk.
That's my instinct.
If
Like,
you
this
said it's
can't be
simple,
true.
but it's hard, simple, but there's a complexity to this, and you got to learn it. Like it's really, then I tend to believe you. Anything easy, all you got to do, guys, you put one down, then you double it, then you triple it, then you quadruple it every month after month growth. Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
idiot. You're a fraud. These people must be selling the vending machines to you or renting them.
They
The
gotta be.
business isn't that good.
No. In
Yeah.
that salon business I'm involved with, we have
We,
Mike. I said we. Did I say we?
you
No,
said
maybe
you.
not. Well,
Yeah.
mostly me. But you're involved in that business. There's 6
I thought you were a
locations.
quiet partner.
Well, no, he's not
Silent.
Super.
Silent partner.
Super quiet.
not super quiet, quiet enough. We have laundry in those buildings, all 6 locations, outsourced to a third party. So we put a location up and running. They come in, put the equipment in, have their app,
Got it. Yeah, I see
so
what
the
you're saying.
stylists can come in and wash their stuff,
You wash your towels.
and we get a
other
check every
things.
month. And it's small. We're not
Are
making
you
a lot.
guys doing like booth rentals in those
We're
salons?
doing suite
Studio.
rentals.
Suite rentals.
So like
yeah.
a suite is like 120 square feet.
Yep.
Inside that suite, maybe that business owner, maybe she's partnered with somebody else to rent the space to maybe a friend of hers. We have them all sign a lease for us because liability wise. Yeah. But like,
So you're renting the suite.
That's not,
rent
that's
a
not
suite.
sexy. That's kind of a
it's
boring
not sexy
comment.
at all. It's cool in the fact when you tour those suites, each one of those little businesses, number one, they are small independent businesses. That's the way these people make their living.
Yeah.
They used to be stylists somewhere else or all the other different things. They're doing lashes, doing nails, doing whatever. And they come there and they can just pay us a weekly fee and have their whole suite for their business.
Yeah.
And then they decorate however they want.
Mhm.
And they're super creative people. So to tour these locations, it's like going to an art museum. It's unbelievable the way they have these
Yeah.
things set up. You go to like we have one in Bloomington, right? You go there, it's 44 suites. Typically that location's full or almost full. And there's barbers there, so we have a barber's license. And you go to one of the barbers, and they have a TV on the wall. They're playing like ESPN.
It's mostly what, 80-20 women to men?
Yeah, even probably more so than that. It's probably more women than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very
Well,
female
women take
dominated.
care of shit better. They make stuff look better.
They
period.
totally dominate that industry.
But so you build out the space. You
Yep.
you rent the building or you build the building, and then you build out the suites and rent them.
Yep. And
Yeah,
then
that sounds
and then-
super boring.
And it's just super boring. There's a lot of maintenance. These are high maintenance rentals because as opposed to like
More than like a
apartments.
residential apartment.
Yeah, because
Okay.
an apartment, let's say you're renting and you have a stuck sink. You call the guy, he comes up over the next day and fixes it. If we have a sink that's plugged up in that business, in the stylist
They
business,
need it fixed now.
now they have customers come in. We are impacting their performance of their business. They can't just reschedule.
I used to get my hair cut in one of them. So
Oh, man.
if it's too hot, if it's too cold,
Yep.
I need the lights too bright.
Yep.
The doors out front.
The
aren't
HVAC is a
working.
huge issue.
all the time. I mean, that's got to
Yep.
be.
That's given me from that business, given me a lot more appreciation for guys who are in the HVAC business, which I know PE guys are rolling these things up. That
That's
business
boring.
is
That's another boring business.
boring business, but it's way more technical than you'd ever
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And you can't just have the guy come out there and adjust a couple events and leave. The system is very sophisticated. In one of our locations, we have 6 units on the ceiling and the roof, right?
Mhm.
It's tough to dial those things in, especially in times of year where you wake up and it's 28 degrees, and by 2 o'clock it's 78 degrees.
Yeah.
The heat's on in the morning, then it's hotter than hell. Then turn the AC on, then one of the units doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's phone call
Yeah,
central.
Brutal.
So for 6 locations, we have like 229 total suites. We have a full-time maintenance guy on the payroll just to make sure those things are run away. And now, like when we add new members, we outsource that to come in and paint and get ready because he doesn't have time. So that part of it's boring, but it's active, very active business. But it clicks along, like a lot of these businesses, just clicks along, recurring revenue wise.
I love boring. Just as a personal investor, I get put it this way. Let me go the opposite. To me, is sexy, is more socially acceptable. It's more cool. There's a cool factor.
Yep.
And I think those places tend to be more crowded than the boring
Yeah.
companies.
Yep.
So there's a lot of Me Too. There's not a lot of moats. We were talking about
Mhm.
before, like experience or tech or approach. So I like the boring because I know the the herd,
Mhm.
the masses are going to run to the other one.
The problem is in the boring business, you're never going to go out and get a 10, 12 times EBITDA type. It's not going to pay that big, huge exit unless it's even like your guy painting the water towers. Is that a 10x multiple if he creates some sort of app inside the business that manages the whatever?
Yeah,
I don't know.
not likely.
I think it's
No, but he
the
also
range is
made
tighter.
40% EBITDA for probably 30 years.
Yeah, so as an
You know what I
individual
mean? Like,
operator, great. As an investor, it
exactly.
doesn't work.
That's why that was my point earlier.
Yeah,
That's why I don't think you can invest
no,
with professional money.
nope.
I think that's not really an angel investor type of play, but as an individual investor, if you write a couple $100,000 into a company like that, that is a great return. But
Mhm.
as a institutional investor, it doesn't make
Nope.
sense.
That
Well,
business, the
let
best.
me push back.
Mhm.
Couldn't you take one of those? Say, okay, boys, I got a great idea. We're going to do the water tower roll up. There's only 3 in the upper Midwest, and apparently there's like probably 25 around across the country. Every town's got a water tower.
Yep.
Someone's got to paint it and repaint it.
Yeah. No, I think a financial
So
buyer
roll up that
for
baby.
sure.
Yeah.
I took your comment, Brian, as like a strategic buyer coming in and having
Yeah.
some type of exit there. That I just don't see that with these
No.
businesses. But if you get big enough, yes, I
20 million
totally
and
agree.
8
A
to the
financial
bottom.
buyer.
That to me is
It's a great family business, is what it is. And the thing with that business, that's where it's going to be sold. He's going to hand it down to the kid.
Yep.
If the kids
he
aren't
did
interested,
say like he knew like the mayors and
oh yeah,
all the
he's
people
tied
from
in.
around. He knows.
Yeah.
He's been doing it forever. And let's say the kids don't buy the business, like the kids are not interested in it. Then he's talking to the guys working for him, the lead guy, and the lead guys. I would love to buy the business. The lead guy doesn't have
He doesn't have the
20 million bucks laying
yeah.
around to buy this thing. That's like a 2.5. I mean, that's
He
probably
does. You're paying him too much.
so. Well, and then he's like, okay, I'll buy it from you, and it's gonna be owner financed. That's the way that deal's gonna go down. It's a great business for anybody interested in owning their own business
Mhm.
and wants to really work hard and learn that industry. Because you're not gonna. If we bought the business, let's say the 3 of us buy it, and all of a sudden our crew leaves, the 3 of us are gonna climb up a water tower and run
Exactly.
the paint gun. No, we could be out of business overnight.
Mhm.
It's so dependent on the operator and the family. So that's where those businesses stay, which is good, great opportunity. Maybe someone in the audience that wants
But
to
if you're
do that.
dropping 8 million in EBITDA, you could do an owner finance deal
Yep.
and still get all your money paid back out within
Yeah.
5 years,
Yep.
easily.
For sure.
And that buyer still has plenty of extra cash to screw around with in the
Mhm.
wintertime.
Did you guys ever invest in something or in a company? Idea was super cool. All the kids are doing it, right? It was so awesome. And you kind of knew, I'm like, well, it's a little fundamentals are a little flimsy, but man, does this look cool? And then you lost your ass. Like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have done it.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen with Bitcoin right now.
Are you deep on that?
Deep enough. When it goes down, yes, I'm too
That's
deep.
just a yes, Brian.
When it goes
Are
up,
you deep in that?
Yeah, fucking thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little too deep.
You know, this might come as a surprise to you, Mike. I've always been quite the contrarian when it comes to, well, basically life,
Mhm.
but my investing. So if there's a lot of momentum behind something or an idea, that
You're-
typically is a signal for
Hard
me to
left, yeah.
walk
You're going the other
away.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually. And if I probably left money on the table over the years, maybe.
Yeah, that Microsoft investment you missed out on probably. Initial public offering of Apple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have.
That fruit company. Yeah, I thought for sure that was.
Not
For
familiar with it.
Apple, yeah. But it's not a bad mindset to have, right?
Right. Well, it can be.
Coming from healthcare, your background, healthcare moves as a herd. They always have
Mm-hmm.
that industry, and maybe that's part of that.
It could be.
You've seen them. I know it took me to sell in the healthcare industry. It took me a while to get anybody to say yes to me. And then because when you'd present and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your product's great. I want to do it." Who else do you have? First question. Well, I don't have anybody. I'm new. Well, when you get 5 guys using it, give me a call. And then you get 5 people sold because you do find these people you can pick off. Then you go to that guy and say, "Hey, I've got 5. Oh, do you have anybody who's on my software?" No. Well, why don't you call me back when you get something on my software? They want to make decisions that are safe as possible.
Yeah.
And the entire herd is moving
Yep.
one direction.
Yeah.
They'll jump. Now, the entire herd might be running off to the edge of a cliff, and they'll
So
just jump in and follow them.
Here's
don't
an
care.
example I liked pulling out for the Sexy Cool Kids company, which hindsight terrible. I think we all remember Bright Health.
Yeah.
You had money in it too.
Oh yeah. I think that was a stock I bought for $4 and sold it for a penny.
Well, I bought it for a little more.
And sold it for less.
And so the
Sold for a little less. It would classify one of the worst
everybody-
investments of my life.
same.
Yeah.
Everything
everybody was in it.
Everything you read or anybody you talked to
Yep.
said no brainer, slam
Yep.
dunk. Just pick the color of your new Maserati.
Oh, yeah.
Just pick it out. What's
The
the new
founders
cover of the
did.
pontoon we're going to bring up to the lake, Josh? So
Hardest decision you have to make today.
that
is-
was the only thing we had to worry
yeah.
about. What
Yep.
were we going to do with all of the cash? Oh, that's gone down a little bit. We're still in lockup period, so yeah, we're okay. It's gone down. It's gonna rebound. It's what happens all the time after an IPO.
Yeah.
What neighborhood around Lake Tahoe will you buy?
Still think about.
your
I
estate?
mean, Telluride, or are we talking Park City? What are we gonna do? We got to pick a state.
I mean, you can't buy just one G wagon. Probably buy two, matching.
I think when
You
the
and the
stock
wife.
did the 80 for 1
Really
reverse
close
stock
to the
split, I
bone.
think that's when I lost faith. That was when
What's that?
it did the 80 for 1 reverse stock split. I thought that was bad.
It's a good hit.
You
It's a
know,
good.
I'm
hint.
running math all day long, but I think that's bad. Generally, it's bad.
But
you
but
know?
here's the I think point of this episode, which is boring is amazing and sexy, cool.
Yep.
Can burn you. That's one where again, smartest people I knew, coolest people I knew.
Oh yeah.
It was in healthcare. It
Yep.
was local in Minnesota. Billion-dollar unicorn. It screamed.
Yep.
Go, go, go. And I was hook, line, sinker. Let's go. I literally asked the guy, I don't want to use names. I asked him, like, do you have any room for more? He's like, no, we're actually can't give you any more. That's it.
Thank God.
Like, shoot. That's what I said at the time.
Yeah.
All gone.
Yeah.
I think I pulled $37,000 out after a considerably sizable more
Yeah.
investment.
We know a lot of people took a beating on that one.
Took a lot of
Almost everyone.
Well, no one got out alive.
No, he made any money. So
But you pick my feelings are hurt about it because
Oh.
I was convinced. I told others. I may even
oh, you
I
me?
told plenty of people.
Yep.
This thing,
To the moon.
sure thing.
Did you guarantee that to me? Because I'd like to have you a payback.
Well, I went on.
amount.
I went on
Just-
YouTube and guaranteed. all
Good.
that.
Yeah.
What I did.
I'll have to
That's what I
file a
do.
claim. That's why is there a form I fill
I
out?
like
File a
to-
claim on that? I just need you
I
to
like
know.
to dodge the federales on that.
Better-
I guarantee you a immediate positive return on your investment.
It's going up 6.
Mike, we're gonna need to talk to you. You need to come into the office, SEC. I'd like to speak with you about how you're framing your investments. Oh man, I was convinced. So that one was
Yeah, I was
the
convinced
cool
too.
kid sexy, and it just dust in your mouth.
Yep.
Dust. It just turned to ash.
And that's generally though a boring business. It was like an insurance product.
Yeah, it was an
insurance
insurance-
is boring. Insurance typically is very
But
successful.
it's very forecastable. Very. I mean,
What
it's
do you
very
mean by insurance? Are you talking brokerage or
No,
the
this is
actual
health insurance is
underwriting?
what-
health
Bright Health
insurance.
is.
I think
Yeah,
all
okay.
insurance though is boring. I think my dad was an independent insurance agent, property and casualty. Nothing gets more boring
P&C.
than P&C, right?
nothing more critical though. Good lord,
Yeah,
everybody needs.
well,
it.
you have to have it. And that business is boring as hell. And when this is 40 years ago, trying to add on to his little tiny agency, was going to buy another one. And I'm like, what are you going to pay? I was like, what do you pay for these things? Well, it's like, 1 times the commission. This guy wants a little more. He wants 1.5 times commission. I'm thinking, today that business probably sells for 8 times. I mean, it's probably unbelievable how that's grown
Mhm.
because, Gallagher and these other big companies have rolled them up.
Yep.
So they've taken boring and made a national platform and they kill it. Why?
that.
You have to buy insurance. You got to have house insurance. You got to have car insurance. And the values went through the roof. So
Love
What's
that.
the most boring pitch you've heard or most boring company you've invested in?
There was a guy who had a. Of course, if I say the name of it, they're fucking gonna probably be bent out of shape about it. So
But it's a compliment.
just say-
You're talking
no,
boring is good.
Well,
it's boring.
this may
I
not
don't
be
know
a
how it ended. I don't know how it ended. I think he was a bit touched, and I don't think it landed the right place. But it was boring. Should have been amazing. I don't know how it turned out. There's a guy who figured out how to put concrete. Again, take a sip of coffee, boys. You might fall asleep. He would put a tube in the ground made out of special plastic that you could pour concrete footings in northern climates that he would guarantee would not frost heave.
Hmm.
So you didn't have to go down 20 feet or whatever the commercially recommended depth is. He could just put it there. And if you were building like
deck.
or even think really big,
Yeah.
bridges, I'm going to do it in the water. because he had the way this thing was stuck, because frost freezing freezes to the porousness of the concrete that you pour, or the what do they call it, rebar, and all some of that stuff. If you put this certain kind of plastic on, it has got nothing to attach to, so
Mm.
the ground slips next side to this sleeve. It's
So-
super boring. The best product.
Yeah.
People said, "Can you make 1 trillion more of these by tomorrow?" And he was asking for money, and it turns out he was completely insane. So we couldn't
And
get
couldn't
a deal.
deliver on it.
Well, we couldn't get a deal done. I'm like, "Well, hey, well, how much you need?" He
Ah.
goes, "I need $2 million for financing." I think I brought the. I don't know if I'm going to say the name later. You might remember this one. I need $2 million in financing. I'm like, cool. What do you value your company at? $350 million. I'm like, buddy, we're not. No.
How about 4 million?
No.
We're far
We're-
off.
Yeah, how about
We're about 345 million.
Yeah, but
apart.
Menards wants us. They want to put us in Menards and Home Depot. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but do they?
Do you have a PO?
Yeah.
Do you have a
Okay.
patent on this? Well, one's pending. The patent
Which is-
pending on a tube.
Yeah.
Cool. May I take a peek at that?
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I mean, it was he and I verified this. Construction distributor guys and gals knocking down the door. Huge construction companies like, would you please tell me? Every oil rig up in Alaska wanted this stuff. It was just insane.
Huh.
And the guy couldn't get out of his way because, like, I moved it from Wisconsin over to Minnesota. I took it from them in the back of my truck because they were going to take my molds and they weren't going to pay the, like, oh my God.
I'm going to guess this is a first time founder.
This was a first time founder. Yep, he was.
Didn't work
So,
out.
That's one that should have killed
Yeah.
it. And I fell in love with
And
it.
he may have.
He may have that.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
What's the most boring pitch you've heard?
There's a guy who wanted to. You were involved in this one. There's a guy
Likely.
who wanted to have a competitor. I think it was a scooter thing. You know, like Lime.
Yes.
And he
What was the name of that one?
but it might have been actually. You know what? It was maybe just bikes. Maybe it wasn't even like electric. I want to bring bikes to the
Wasn't it
city.
scooters?
Might have been scooter. It again obviously so boring. I can't remember the details. I probably fell asleep.
It was electric bikes or scooters.
And the idea, and the guy was cool, nice guy. And then how he explained it was like he might kind of know what he's doing. And then he needed a shitload of money to buy all the bikes or whatever. And
Then
then
sell them to the municipality. Like,
Did you guys
Yes.
get pitched on Bird?
no, it was not Bird. This guy was
No,
like
no.
this. No, it wasn't Bird.
this
It
is
was
a
like
decade
Rascal.
ago.
It was like this guy was like it was similar to Bird, but then but as you got into it, the guy, what his mission, his passion was, I'm trying to decrease pollution. And I'm like, what? We're trying to invest in a business.
That's the reason we.
Yeah,
bought
but if everybody could be on a scooter, then nobody would drive on their cars, or it was like this. I'm like, are you the Segway guy? Because that, he went off a cliff and died.
Yeah.
This business sounds like it's going to go off a cliff and die. I mean, so he was, again, nice guy. I thought he was a super nice guy, but he was not the guy to be, to run it. He wanted really just like a nonprofit. He should have gone and talked to a hospital and got a bunch of money to buy these things. It was that. It was not a
I
legitimate
remember
business.
that one.
I know a health system that has an impact fund.
He
with
should.
some
He was
extra
he was a guy you'd fund because he
So-
actually he meant well.
Yeah, he did, and I remember asking. I remember this guy now
Yeah.
that you were saying it.
He might have been St. Paul.
So what? How long is your sales cycle? I have no idea. I've not sold any of these. Like, have you ever brought like a green initiative like this through a larger city? Because you're gonna need to go to a big city, not a small city. You can't
Yeah.
make any money. Go in the Cold Spring or to
Yep.
Lakeville or something. His answer was like, no, the cities. This is the classic founder delusion. They'll see this, they'll love it. I won't even need to sell it.
It'll sell itself.
Okay,
It's gonna totally sell itself.
okay,
We're gonna save the environment with this thing. And then I'm like, well,
we're a
you're
pass.
you're on like a bike, and
Pass.
why don't you go to like a state that I don't know doesn't get like 65 inches of snow, so you can actually use your bike year round? You ever thought about like
There
Nashville?
was that too.
Nashville South, like you need to be.
So it was boring, just boring and bad.
Yeah, that was boring. There's a lot of boring businesses that are
You've had
bad.
interesting ones that exit 156. You see all of the pitches. You share sometimes with Brian and I, but you see.
I spare you all.
You do the
Thank
first
you.
round
damage.
Thank you, by the way.
I mean,
You're
everything.
welcome.
I mean, can we say the one zapper, the one guy,
The nut zapper,
nut zapper,
the ball sack zapper. I don't know if I'd call
It-
that
That's
one
not boring. That's not
boring.
Well, it
boring.
sounds exciting to
That
the right
is
audience. I mean, I'm not
without
into
a
that.
doubt
Somebody might
the
be.
most interesting
Wanna see
pitch
it?
I've ever had.
And the guy loves that he gets picked on about.
It
right?
looks like a maxi pad that you attach to between your balls in your ass.
All
This patch, and
Where's it
it
located?
came with manscaping guidelines too.
Of course.
Why not?
But this patch would then
It's not self-explanatory.
hook up to an app on your phone, and you could control the electrical charge that it stimulated your nerves with,
Yeah.
and it would
yes.
make you last longer in bed.
Yeah, I think I'm
Like
out of that
sleep
one.
longer? What do you mean last longer?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking for a
I'm
good
curious.
night's
Why
sleep.
my friends call me Whiskers? I'm just so curious.
If it
So
makes
if
you
you
sleep
don't feel
longer,
like you are, performing
Yeah.
to everyone's expectations in the bedroom,
everyone. How many people are you talking about?
well,
Is there a big audience here?
Are you
for me,
ever
there's only one other
performing?
person.
Yeah,
I don't know
just-
what you do in your house, Brian.
It's a
but
very limited audience of one for
Yeah.
a very long time.
Are you ever performing to people's? I mean, asking for
some
A
of
friend?
audience.
Asking for a
audience
friend?
some
out
of
there.
us at least try, Mike.
You got to put a little effort in.
You
When I
know,
say little effort, I mean little effort.
goalpost always seems to be moving, but we
Well,
try.
I give a little effort.
Yeah.
I mean,
This guy invented this.
Did he have some data that he had
you're
a?
not going to get through this, are you?
Yeah. So he wanted $2 million
Naturally.
on valuation pre-money of 8
Mm.
to get it through FDA, and so he could clear it.
Well, low risk,
He's
non-invasive.
been on, not him, but the product has been on Jimmy Kimmel in Jimmy's monologue one time,
To make-
mocking him,
mocking him? Okay.
which
Really?
he's incredibly proud of. He will be the first one to show you the YouTube video
Yeah, I think he's the
of
guy that
Jimmy
he gets
Kimmel.
it. And I'm not
He's
maybe this
super into
works.
it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it's no press is bad press, right?
And
say?
They
he,
say something like that.
men's sexual health
Kids don't know
is
what the
not,
press is,
if
but
people
press-
need to laugh about it
Yeah.
to be able to talk about it, he's okay with that. And so,
Well,
Pfizer's
yes.
laughing all the way to the bank with boner pills, so I don't know. Zappy Patch from downstairs, whatever the product's name
Zappy
is.
patch.
Zappy
it-
Patch?
I mean, if that's a real
Trademark?
problem
Trademark?
that you have and it's an issue in your relationship,
And get a zappy patch.
sure.
Interns-
I mean,
interns are
hook up the
dying.
battery
Does it-
terminals and give me a good jolt. I
Does
don't
it
know.
double as like an AED? Like if you're having a heart attack, you pop it
Oh,
up, put it on.
Clear!
Yeah. Could you?
Clear!
So the best part about this,
Maybe that's what you market
No.
it that way.
here's the best part about this pitch.
We're losing them!
This guy had the patch with him.
Yes.
And he wanted me to put it on my hand for a demonstration. And I
I'm
said,
super good.
Hey.
fuck to the no.
What is it new?
I have
Is it
no
brand-
idea. I don't know.
How many
I have
guys
no idea
have
where
used
these
it? I mean-
patches were. It's a pretty scrappy startup. They're probably using this fucking thing.
Well,
God knows where and how
Scrappy's
many
probably
times.
up.
That's in
word
like
there.
college dorm rooms. All right. So we're not going to invest in Zappy patch. Is that the bottom line of this? Because
We were a pass.
Wasn't
Har-
that
we
like
were-
one of
we-
the first two
wait,
that we got?
Like one of them, if not the first, like
Hey.
the second. Like
Well,
it was
Hey,
one
we're
of the
venture
first.
capitalist. Here's my idea. We're like, oh my God, what is this?
did you
It was so early. Like I was like, we gotta shut this down.
did
Like
you give
if
the
this
guy?
is the kind of shit that I have to deal with.
Oh, you're
I'm
like.
not-
Did you give him a hard no?
I give him a. I see what you did there.
I see what you did.
I see what you did
You're
there.
like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I see what
This
you
is
did
like
there.
burn rate bros. This is like the frat bros hour right now.
Fred Bros Hour. Talking about boring businesses, which when we talk about, it's not boring. It's very
that
exciting.
was
That's
not
a good
boring.
one.
That's not
That
boring.
was,
That's just odd.
Oh boy.
So, on that note, boring businesses are really good
Look
for
boring.
investing.
Look for boring. Yeah, I think
And
those
maybe
are
it's
awesome.
not perfectly for venture capitalists, but it might be great for individual investors.
So Mike's talked about this at length in previous episodes. The
Interested?
concept of owning is greater than earning.
Yes.
And so I think we'd be remiss not to pull that into this conversation
Yeah.
of, we believe you should be owning something.
Yes.
And if it's owning and operating, even better. If you are going down that path or you think that is a path you should explore, I would encourage people, explore the boring.
Yep.
Find the
Yes.
boring thing, the millionaire next door that you never knew type of business.
Mhm.
And that's where you should really be putting your efforts and energy into in terms of exploration of, hey, is this something I could do?
Because if it's popular and sexy, other people are doing it better, faster. They're bigger than you.
Yeah.
I love that. Find and what you look for is moat. Not a lot of competition. There's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of, TV. Don't start a car company. You
Yeah.
watch Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, so on, so forth. How about
Yeah.
so
that
look
and
for
you're
the-
going to need about $300 billion to
To
do
get it going.
There's that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't let
Small
that slow
capital
you down.
raise.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We'll start you with the first million. That's it for this round of burn rate and bullshit.
We're the only thing we sugarcoat is our coffee. If you liked what you heard, great. If you didn't, even better. We're not here to make friends.
I've sat across the conference tables to know the difference between someone who's actually built something and someone who's just talking about it.
Hit subscribe and send this to whoever needs to hear it. And remember, hype dies, execution wins.
Stop pitching, start shipping.
I'm a desperate man. Send lawyers, guns, and money. This shit has hit the fan.